Hello and welcome back to Three Houses. It is White Heron Cup representative selection time. I think I got that right. We need to decide who we want to be a dancer. I am admittedly possibly reading too much into this, but I don't think so. I think this is very much a who do you want the dancer to be? We don't have like a way to specialize, into the class, generically speaking, because then you could bard train, but we can have you. This game is all about customization, and anybody can do anything, and so we'll give you, one opportunity to do that rather than just saying, "Oh, this character's a dancer." I think that's what's going on here. Anyway, so Byleth not an option, so we can ignore that. Edelgard is well on her way to being a very strong and fast Wyvern rider. She's already a Wyvern rider, but she, Wyvern master or whatever the class is. So I'm well, I don't want to go through each student one by one. I guess what I want to say is I've been thinking, okay, so Edelgard and Ferdinand and Bernadetta and Sylvain and Petra are all, comfortably set up to be good mounted units with Kanto and do all that fun stuff. So I probably don't want to take that away from them if that is a risk, and it probably is a risk. Then we have Casa Grande. She's a large house. Okay. I think that's what that means. So then we have left after that we have Hubert, we have Linhart, we have Caspar, we have Dorothea, and we have Flame. So Linhart is my primary healer. I don't really want to lose out on that. I mean, he's not necessarily better at it than Dorothea could be, except insofar as his personal skill is a healing skill. What is Dorothea's personal skill? Oh, right, that. Now that's not so relevant to the conversation. So I would strike Linhart off of that. So then you're basically down to Hubert, Caspar, Dorothea, and Flame. So, Caspar just seems like a weird choice, although I will say, he's definitely one of the less useful characters that I have. Maybe that stops being true at some point, but right now, his relative lack of mobility and power make him. He's mostly like a cleanup guy. Like, he goes in and kills weaker enemies, which isn't that valuable because units that can kill strong enemies can kill weak enemies pretty effectively too. It turns out. Anyway, Hubert, of course, is my primary magic damage dealer. This isn't really because Dorothea can't do it. It's more just because Dorothea is better at healing, so she ends up spending more time healing. But speaking of that, so one of the things I was thinking about is classes. Dorothea needs to hit an A rank to be able to get into her advanced class. An A rank in either Reason or Faith. To get to anyone, one of them. Hubert does as well, so he's not necessarily better off in that respect, though he is closer than Dorothea on the Reason side, and of course he still has another level to go before he actually hits level 20 anyway, and doesn't want to be a dancer. He told me as much. Then, yeah, Caspar does have what he needs, I think, or just about what he needs. I think he might need B axes, but he's very close to that to be able to promote to Wyvern Rider, and at that point he might get a lot better once he has the flight mobility. So, you know, I mean, if it's not obvious, I'm already leading towards the conclusion of doing Dorothea, which I'd already talked about. You know, people have said that, like, hey, you know, she's good, or that she should, you know, be a dancer anyway. Or maybe they were just talking about it because it's thematically appropriate, which it is. There is the option of making Flayn a dancer, and this would be nice because I'm not really otherwise using her. The problem is that if I don't increase my deployment slots, if I make Flayn a dancer, then I just have to bench somebody who I would potentially rather be fielding than Flayn anyway. So that is why I'm leaning towards Dorothea. Now, I will say there's a significant possibility that I'm suffering from anchoring bias here, that, like, you know, the idea was planted in my head, like, Dorothea should be the dancer, and now I'm just coming up with reasons to justify it. But I think I stand by at least the part about the mounts. I think it really is down to just the people who don't have an immediate path to getting a mount. And that really is just Hubert, Linhart, and Dorothea, and Flayn. And because Linhart is the primary healer, I really don't think it makes sense for him, you know, so then you're down to Hubert and Dorothea, and then, you know, Hubert just seems like an awkward choice, and he is a better magic damage dealer. Like, I don't want to overstate that, but I don't want to understate it either. He has better magic, he has better speed, he hits harder, he also has access to black magic, which Dorothea does not. Now, granted, Hubert doesn't have access to some of the like anima or whatever they're classified as magic spells that Dorothea does. But I think the dark magic stuff is a little bit more flexible and interesting in general. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, and then, like I said, down to Dorothea and Flayn, it's just like, well, if I do use Flayn, then I'm like over investing in potentially too many characters. So yeah, I'm that is my inclination right now, is to have Dorothea do it for all of those reasons, or possibly just because of anchoring biases. But whatever. Let's do it.
It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore. I think my heart just skipped a beat. You want me to represent the class? I'm not sure when I last experienced such flattery, Professor.
You can give them a dance lesson? Okay. Well, it said speak to Manuela about the contest. I mean, I already know about the contest, but I guess I'll go speak to her anyway, just in case there's something relevant there.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm.
Ah!
Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no charm? Not me. Do your best, make sure to put in the practice, and good luck.
Okay, well, I will say also that I completely forgot to mention it, but so aside from Byleth, who has incredible charm, Hildegard has 19, Dorothea has 18, Flayn has 18. So, you know, those are your best bets. So, I mean, Flayn would have been a reasonable choice for sure. And maybe I will yet regret that when it turns out that, like, now Dorothea can't use any of her magic and whatever, but we'll see.
Hey, Professor. You're here to help me practice for the dance contest?
Like you need my help. Is this accomplishing anything? Like, is it just an opportunity to watch her spin around? That's what it seems like. It looks like Hanneman and Manuela picked unnamed NPCs, which is a little silly. What does Byleth know about this anyway? What?
How was that? Was my dancing everything you hoped for and more? I certainly enjoyed it. We simply must do it again. Soon.
Can we?
How was that?
No. Okay, but damn. +5? They're just like... Would it have been possible... Like, who would I have had to pick for that not to be good enough? Linhardt. And that's literally it. Linhardt is the only person on my entire roster who would have not been able to win with that +5 boost. Also, apparently I inadvertently optimized by having the person with no charm use the stride skill, which has no like relevant inputs from the charm stat. So good job, me. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to spend our activity points. Unfortunately, Geralt has buggered off because... Well, it's unfortunate because I think he can teach swords, and I want to learn swords. I want to promote Byleth. I can't do that unless I learn swords. So let's go talk to Eloise. Maybe he can do it. Probably not, but maybe. Nope. No good to me, Eloise. Catherine, you can do it.
The area with the old it wasn't risk. That's true. People call it.
Alright, here we go. Can I get better than a good, though? Come on. Anybody else? I think Gilbert does swords. Probably does heavy armor.
It cannot be true.
His writing, that's interesting. Actually, Manuela might do swords.
Oh, I hear you've... On an average year, charm is important.
Yeah, she does. Okay, cool.
I still have
Axebreaker.
much to learn.
Nice. So Vantage is a lot better than like Desperation and other stuff because it doesn't require that I remember that I have it. It still activates. White Magic Avoid is like not important. Nobody uses white magic offensively. So I'm going to... I think Shamir's Lance Bow.
Hey, what's this about? The ball. It's an Aloe. He volunteered.
Yeah. There's no way any of the three of them train swords, but I'll go check just in case. Just in case.
Before the ball, each house, the student who is it is a fair.
She does train swords. How about that? That's pretty shocking. She trains brawling? There's some things I need to learn about you, Rhea. Yes, there we go. Multiplier. That's what we need. Sedith. Where's Sedith? Oh. Pretty sure he isn't going to train swords.
I have looked at from his. I have also. It is almost.
Oh my god, he is. Alright. Well, we gotta get there, so let's do it. Amazing. Hanneman. Surely Hanneman doesn't train swords.
Hey, you.
Indeed. Garrig wine. It's a once in a...
No. Okay. So, Hanneman doesn't. Mir doesn't. Gilbert doesn't. Lois doesn't. Alright, so we're done with that, and we've got 1 point to spend. So, there is a thing that we're going to spend that on. Actually, before I decide... Oh, I unlocked another support? Oh.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
It's so hard for me to believe that this is May's voice actor from Echoes. She was so, like, energetic and, like, just, like, go get 'em, and Rhea's, like, so chill. They sound completely different. I guess that's just proof she's a good voice actress.
Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
You can ask. I don't know what he said. Dang it, game. Ugh. What did... I mean, he mentioned some stuff. He did kind of imply she was frightening. Let's be honest. Let's see what she'll be like, what?
My, but that does sound like something Gerald would say. However, one would be remiss to not take circumstance into consideration. In order to rise to the role of Archbishop, one must maintain an unbiased approach to judgment. It oft requires a certain sternness of words and actions. However, I believe that the person who stands before you now is no longer frightening. At least, that is my hope.
But what when you executed all those people?
Since you're here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew?
Sure.
By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion,
Wait, how old are
the
you?
band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrig Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
That sounds like a very similar origin story to Violet's.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that
of course.
I
Gotta save
trusted
that for the B
By
conversation.
coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
And I didn't do anything. Do anything to deserve such praise. Alright. Anyway. Now I forgot what I was doing. Thinking about cooking in the dining hall. Oh, no, no, I was gonna look at the calendar. That's right. Okay, because I wanted to see whether the battling next weekend was the way to go. Certainly seems like it. Yeah. Which means I want to have some good stuff cooked up. Alright, yeah, let's just do defense +1.
Sounds fun!
I think we need to see this whole cutscene again, though.
A little more secret spice?
The arm pumping. Alright. Wait, why does it say I still have... I did pick somebody. Huh. Well, I can't go turn the quest in. Weird. Well, anyway. Before we go...
Maybe.
Time for fish. Apparently this raises your professor level? I hadn't noticed. But raising your professor level is good because you can... What? What is happening? Oh yeah, it definitely did raise it. Yeah. You get more points to do stuff. So apparently fishing is actually valuable in a more direct way than just you get some resources that you can use for whatever that doesn't seem to matter. AKA having like 1 million of these fish and then you cook like 2 of them. But there certainly are... a lot of fish coming up. Dang. Yeah, supposedly, I think you can also like buy bait over here. So in theory, you can turn your money into professor level points if you're so inclined. The main reason I would want to consider doing that being so that I can forge those rusted weapons. But that's not the biggest deal. What I do want to do...
Welcome.
Thinking about it. Sell this
Will
thing.
this one do? Many thanks.
I really should probably be able to sell these seals as well, but... I don't know, maybe there's a point at which it makes sense to actually come around, and it's not like I
Come back
immediately
soon.
need the money, so I guess I won't bother. Yeah, this quest situation does bother me a little bit, I will say. Oh, I guess I can also look at, before I wrap up. These two are just impossible to give away. But these two should be able to give to somebody. Secretly loves dolls. Ghost stories. I think I already tried with Catherine.
People call it.
Wait, where's... I thought Leonie was supposed to be, or is she like down here? That's Eloise. Alright. Oh, up there. He might like ghost stories.
I was actually a piece.
Nope.
Professor, you know, but when I who? It's not my. It's not. It's not. It's not.
I hear on an average,
Oh, I already
charm is
tried stuff with her.
Oh no, the ball is. Oh,
Oh, alright. Cool.
did you? Did you? Did you?
I guess I might as well check the recruit stuff again too while I'm at it.
I'm already having.
Not interested. She wasn't before, she's not now. No big deal. Ooh. Oh, that's Eloise. I guess I should have tried to recruit. Oh, Catherine, I can't recruit. Still
The
can't
area,
try to
it wasn't
recruit,
written as
right?
that's true. People call it.
I don't know why. Oh, here she is.
I'm glad that I can't believe. Someone. Hey, I hope I know I'm in a.
Rather interested, strength and lance. Oh, was that? I wonder how long that was there. Yeah, I guess the lances are the problem in my case. Got plenty of strength, but I only have D rank lances.
She was. No. Hi, Professor. I've actually got.
I don't think I can even recruit Gilbert.
Cannot
Not
be-
sure that I care.
It cannot be true.
Well, he probably doesn't want a princess doll.
The ball's. I can't. Good to see you. I was just on.
That Leonie, I don't see it again. Try to recruit all the people. Can't recruit Claude. Net.
So. Oh, huh? I'm not.
Rather interested, magic and faith.
So. Oh. I lost.
We already knew that from last month. Oh, there's nobody here I can try. I can try to recruit Felix. Felix wants a princess doll, right?
The librarian. I know nothing. Join me for some training. I might like.
Speed and sword. Ugh. I got to B swords, man. What do you want from me? Plenty fast. I got 19 speed. I got B swords. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The ball is coming. Someone. Professor. I'd like to learn more.
Rather interested, Dex, and Authority. I have pretty good Authority, right? C+. Good Dex. So I don't know what you're waiting for, man.
These skills. I don't recall. It would seem it's a shame
It's true, but that's all. Even
Oh,
when it
I
comes
could
to-
see this being like Cynthia's, because she's like all about like, I'm not good.
Hey, that,
Yeah.
that's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Yep.
What?
Down to these two again.
Yes, I'm actually very busy right
Rather interested. Magic and Faith. I don't think she was rather interested last month. Alright, so we got Ash and Marianne. Ask.
The boss. Oh, Professor. Excuse me.
Not interested.
Last month was this ball. Huh? I'm really flattered.
Rather interested. Charisma or Charm, whatever in Lance. Yeah, I got plenty of Charm. So basically, of the stuff I don't already have, it's pretty much, well, Lance and then Faith and Reason, which I think Byleth has like at least a little bit of investment into Faith at this point because of the choir practice, but not Reason. I wish I could have Byleth also like do passive training the way the students do. You get so many more skill points that way. My writer recruit Cyril? It's an interesting question. I don't know what use he would particularly be, but
Really?
I went the wrong, didn't I? There's nobody in the library. He was in the common room. Dang it. In fact, if he'd been in the library, it would have shown it as the library,
Tomas wouldn't be. There's some, but
not the. Nope, I can't try to recruit him. Okay, so that's that. I'm still very confused about this quest situation. I guess the quest itself only resolves once once the date arrives. Gotta be the case. Is there anything else I want to take care of before I end here? And see what? Time for teaching. Got 6 instruction points. Oh, I should have looked at this, although looks like everything's fine. I've got plenty of people to teach, but I should have thought about it, at least. So let's see. Hubert, we want to teach so he can get to A and get his promotion skill ready. So that means teaching reason magic. Oh. Yeah, I think there's any reason to do any otherwise.
One step closer to mastery.
Okay. Bernadetta needs lances, if I recall. Let's do that.
I did pretty well today.
Come on, get there. I needed a... No, she just hit a perfect. Ah!
I did pretty well today.
Oh, she'll get it on the... on, like, the self-study thing, though. Alright. What else do we want to do here? We could do Shamir's writing. Do Petra's authority. How close is that? Close enough.
You have my thanks for your support.
Nice.
I have understanding. You are giving me praise? I will get more soon. Your guidance was greatly useful. One step before the next step.
Italian Wrath. I'm gonna equip it, don't care. Okay. Now... Let's see. I mean, she's got, like, quite a few levels to go before we have to worry about Masterclass. She needs C. She needs C lances, A axes, and A flying. So she's a long way away in all kinds of ways. But I don't have. Oh no! I was like, one of the icons is missing. It's the. She's good at it. Icon. Okay, yeah. So we'll teach her lances while we've got the finger icon. To our advantage.
Your guidance was greatly useful.
I wish Byleth got just like a little bit of XP in the relevant skill for teaching that skill. It's so good.
You have my thanks for your support.
Alright. 3 left. I think there's room for Shamir here. Find some riding. Oops, that's flight. Ah!
Let's do this again. I'm getting it.
Dang it. Wasted.
You're a good professor.
Well, not as good as I could have been. Okay, 2 left. Want to do... Oh, we should do Ferdinand. He needs... Like, Edelgard needs lances, but she's not far from sea-level lances, and I think that's all that she needs. Yeah, well, she also needs A-Axe and A-Flight, but... Well, she's pretty far away from A-Flight. She's not as far away as Ferdinand is from A heavy armor. Oh, I've got 2 teaching sessions anyway, I can just do both.
I appreciate your coaching. Never underestimate a noble. I am quite pleased. I appreciate your coaching.
Alright, so it's either Edelgard or Linhardt. Surely not Linhardt. Focus on the flight. Actually, the lances are pretty close. Yeah, let's focus on the flight.
Nothing worth celebrating. Praise isn't necessary, really.
Am I even allowed to not praise, though?
Nothing worth celebrating.
I don't think I am.
I still have much to learn.
Alrighty. So wait, the group tasks right now are still these two on stable duty. Linhardt is D+, and Shamir is D. Yeah, the alternative is these two for flight, which would make some sense, but they're further along. Okay, goals. Yep. It might make sense for Hubert to just go all in on dark magic at this point. Oh, I didn't notice there's a multiplier. Is that true of like all the like I want to do this thing? No, it's okay. 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 Yeah, get that to go ahead and get that to A. Alright, Ferdinand is on axes and heavy armor. What is exactly does he need again? B plus axes and A heavy armor. He actually doesn't need any lance rank. Okay. And wait, he's got... Is his writing skill already where it needs to be? Yes, it is. Alright, that's good. Linhardt... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Aspar, yeah, that looks good. Bernadetta also looks good. Dorothea... Well, who knows what's going to happen with that. Petra does need to get lances moving. Sylvain... Does he need more lance rank? Become a Dark Knight? No. So that's fine. Blaine work on magic stuff. Hanneman... Magic and writing stuff, sure. Manuela, we don't know what the hell to do with you. You just keep doing your thing. Jameer, yeah. Nobody's working on authority. Should anybody be working on authority? Linhardt could, but eh. Caspar could, but eh. Nope.
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask you.
Huh. When I ask them to take part in my experiments, even the most industrious students run away from me, no matter how sincerely I plead. Do you have any suggestions? I like this one.
What a superior answer.
His motivation was already max, but I got a bunch of professor level.
Professor?
No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Calms the nerves.
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
Whoa. We got like a 3-tiered thing of cake stuff this time, not just the one plate. What an upgrade.
So much.
What brought this on? Is it the 3-star tea?
Not cool yet. Huh?
Oh man, nailed it.
If two people decide to be recluses together, does that even still count?
I don't know. This part.
What?
Whatever. Okay, fine.
This was great.
That is what it said, yes. Ugh, no charm boost. Sad.
Come, we have work to do.
Ugh, whatever. There's one thing taken care of. Perhaps I've been well taught.
I think I got it. One step before the next step.
Alright. Petra and Dorothea. I mean, Petra and Bernadetta. I can remember that. People who got things. Well, Hubert got level 4 reason, just not really as impressive as you might think, but still good. So she got Swordbreaker, but she doesn't actually use lances. Oh, but that was enough for her to get the certification. Aww. Okay, that's good. And Petra got Tempest Lance, which we're definitely not going to use. So who cares? Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, I can just go ahead and... Oh, sniping out of sight. I thought it was spinning out of sight for a second. So yeah, she's ready for Paladin. And then to become a Bow Knight, she has the Lance rank she needs. So she can switch off of Lances and to Bows. Cool. We can go do a certification for her. Oh, that's Dorothea. Why does it show her having gray hair? Sprite. Definitely not her hair color. I do like the purple highlights on her armor. That is good. Purple color, best color. Ooh, 3 strength.
I passed!
Very nice. And another couple strength for the class change. Very nice. Speed didn't get any better, which is disappointing, but still. Like that strength boost. Do. Alright, so you're still only on B reason. Hubert got to B plus and isn't ready to promote yet. Is Dorothy even allowed to take the exam? Or is she too far away? Yeah, I guess you have to be. She probably has to be at E plus before she can do it. That would be my guess. First, very soon it might not matter. Disgust. I do wonder about... Can you see, like, how far you got in mastering previous classes? So, like, okay, Sylvain. That's not really what I want to see. I want to see, like... question marks. Like, I don't know what they are. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't really see it. You can't even see how your progress on the current one. But yeah, I mean, I wonder, like, if any of the class skills are worth, like, switching back out of class to get, just in general. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I am curious. Alright, so it looks like it's probably battle time. Let's see what we got here. We've got Paralog, and then we've got this Lame Old Quest. Probably gonna do the Lame Old Quest first, because it's lower level. Probably shouldn't do it this episode, but if it's as easy as it purports to be, it might be over pretty quickly. Oh look, it's this map. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just... guys. Alright. Let's bring... Let's bring, like, the underleveled units. Because this is already gonna be an easy battle. Dorothy counts because she needs... weapon EXP. You can call it that. I don't bother leveling them. I guess it won't hurt anything. And let's hit some adjutants. They're all attack adjutants. Okay. This doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can get Linhardt some fighting EXP, I guess. Pair him with Petra or Edelgard. I don't know. And playing with Ferdinand. I don't think it matters at all. In fact, I think I actually am going to try to run this battle right here. Well, it really shouldn't take very long. Yeah, okay, so they don't have any stealables. I guess I don't really need to take Byleth, but Byleth needs weapon EXP too. Alright, looks good. Let's try it. See if we can finish a battle in like 10 minutes. Something.
Stay focused.
Put me in there.
Yeah, punch things. Punch, punch, punch.
You see that?
I know it's got to be either confirmation bias or just coincidence or something. It seems like Casper is better at dodging those like 50 to 60% hits than like anybody else. He just like never gets hit by them, it seems like. I'm sure that's not true. It seems like it. Would have actually fine if Byleth had not gotten that kill, but what can you do?
Battle.
To work.
Man.
As you wish. How humiliating.
That's my cue.
Unexpected.
Guess I should have used Stride as it turns out.
Let's take them out.
My turn?
Let us away.
Yeah, he just doesn't get hit by that stuff. I swear.
You could have at least tried.
Hubert, you're getting there. You're getting there. I believe in you. Can do it.
Right makes might, right?
Not much to say about this one.
Helpful.
Why did you even give me this quest, Felix?
Why, thank you.
Not a kill. Good job, Byleth.
Predictable.
Alright. Asper, I'll bet you can kill a mage. Oh, there you go, you got that.
That's why I train.
These enemies are too weak for me to get enough XP to level off of.
For Lady Edelgard.
Which I guess is just as well from a weapon EXP standpoint.
victory.
Thanks for helping.
Huh. Hmm. Is she fast enough to just go slaughtering all these guys? Oh, definitely. Maybe not with the steel bow, though. No. Okay. Cool with it. Yeah, that should be good.
Thanks.
Predictably pathetic. I need to repair these here iron gauntlets. I mean, he can just beat him with. I guess that's actually fine. I mean, why not? He can do it anyway. It doesn't have to drain the weapon.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
Hardly worth my time.
Yeah, I don't even disagree with that assessment, Hubert.
I'm good now.
What?
I will master this.
Whoa. What? What? He leveled his lances by having her heal? Like, how does that work? That is quite baffling.
All roses have thorns.
Should I have held back?
Alright, yeah, let's just finish it this turn. What a silly battle this is. And yeah,
Should've studied
about 10
harder.
minutes.
Are we done?
Easy. Too easy. All right. Let's put that away. I guess I can't visit the shop stuff. Anyway, alright, so I think at this point I'm just gonna stop here and I'll do, because I'm sure there'll be introductory dialogue and stuff, so I'll do that for the next episode. So I'll call the end of this episode here, and next time we will look out over an ocean view or something. Until then.